more so than just finding Matt Armstrong's videos fascinating, I find the business model of what he's been able to accomplish super fascinating. And as I mentioned, he's got his own YouTube channel, and it really started with zero following and zero focus besides, the BMX videos that he was doing that weren't getting much traction. And through nothing but really a fortunate accident of, his girlfriend's Audi TT getting smashed up, he then went and decided to buy that car back from the insurance and repair it. And he then filmed himself repairing it and he shared it on his channel. And this was a game changer for him, because what it meant is that he went from having an idea to monetization. And I think as entrepreneurs, that's an important lesson for us, is that until we figure out monetization, we have not validated our offer, right? Until people start voting with their wallets, our business is nothing more than an idea, something we like, right? But it's not always that what we like is what the market needs or where the demand is in the marketplace. And I've seen this so many times, and experienced it so many times. It's one of those things you kind of have to learn initially through the school of hard knocks. And I've seen many clients go through this learning curve before they arrive on my doorstep. And that's that they build a business, they create a solution, and then try to go find a market, right? They try to go find a problem that their solution solves, as opposed to identifying a problem and then creating a solution which solves that problem. And that's, I think, fundamentally one of the biggest reasons why many entrepreneurs fail, because they create the solution before they identify the demand and before they figure out monetization. And this was even for big companies, like if you think about Facebook in the early years, those that are old enough, you will remember that it took them a long time to figure out what their monetization strategy was going to be, because they ultimately created a free platform for people to network and connect with their friends and family. And so, only when they got to critical mass could they then drive monetization through ad spend. But before that, it was very much a guessing game as to how that monetization was actually going to work. And so in the case of Matt Armstrong, it's very similar, that he then found monetization through his YouTube channel, through creating this video, and then thought to himself, okay, well, if I've proven demand, then maybe there's a business case here. And this is another important lesson that I've also learned the hard way, is that, in order to validate a problem, that's one customer. A business case, that's 10 customers. A business, that's 100 customers. So when you're looking to not just grow, but scale your business, you need to get traction beyond minimum viable product, beyond product market fit. You need to get to the point where you can create predictable revenue. And so Matt Armstrong then built this channel from building that one Audi TT into a channel that now has over 3 million followers, has brand sponsorships up the yazoo, and, is getting anywhere between, 2.5 to 10 million views a video. And all of this happened because he was willing to take the risk to look foolish, bet on himself, and create single-minded focus on what was working and stopping doing what was not working. Right? So, like, for instance, he's a professional BMXer. He's making videos about being a BMXer, and that gets no traction. He makes this one video by accident about fixing a car, which gets traction. He then decides to stop making videos about BMXing, goes all in, doubles down, and it pays off. And it sets him up for life. It was literally a transformational point in his journey. And so, many of us, including myself, we take far too long to come to that point where we are willing to stop doing what's not working and do more of what's working. And, if we just cut our losses sooner, in trading, they have the saying, they say, cut your losses short and let your winners run. And, that's, I think, a philosophy all entrepreneurs can learn, is that, we've got to stop doing the things that are not helping us. We've got to stop focusing on the things that are not our domain. A good way to think about this is that if you ascribe a dollar value to your time, right, let's call it $250, you should not be doing any task in your business that you cannot delegate that is costed at less than $250, because that is essentially a waste of your time and the value that you deliver to the business. And so that is why it's so important, like I mentioned in the last video, to create success that is team built, right? Because you need to be able to delegate and outsource the things that are not, part of the core responsibilities of your duty as a leader and as an owner, and as the one that is going to try and take this business to the next level from a strategic point of view, because we understand that working hard only creates more work. And so we need to work smart. We cannot waste labor when we can use our minds to change the trajectory of our entire business, right? It just doesn't make sense. So I think that Matt Armstrong is a good example of this. I think there's a lot that we can learn from his business journey, which was, a combination of fortunate accidents, COVID, and smart decisions. And I think that we learn the most when we make quick decisions, because we figure out faster whether that decision is going to pay off or whether it's the wrong decision. And that's the feedback loop that we need to create in our business and in our lives in order to get further faster, right? Because if we stand in analysis paralysis, try and think, oh, maybe I should do this, maybe I should invest in this advisor, maybe I should, deepen this revenue line, maybe I should cut these revenue lines, maybe I should try out this product. Like, the longer we sit with those things on our to-do list, taking up a bandwidth in our headspace, the more stuck we become. And that is just a recipe for not only stagnation, but death, really, right? Because as a business, you understand that nothing is static. You are either growing or you're dying. And if you want to grow, you need to take the risk, because if you don't take the risk, no goodies, right? And so we need to, that's why I actually made the title of tonight's call, Fortune Favors the Brave. Because I want you to embrace calculated risk taking, because that is going to be the thing, that failing forward courageously and continuing with determination, those are the things that are ultimately going to lead to success. If we stand in the perfectionism of always trying to make the perfect decision that creates the perfect outcome, we get nowhere, right? Perfection is the enemy of profit. And so more than anything else, we need to just act decisively and take fast action. I said this in the last video, money loves two things. Money loves speed and money loves action. So we need to take fast, decisive action in order to succeed. Continue failing forward. Success is a multiplication of failures that all come together at once. I read this quote the other day, success often looks like it happens overnight, or it looks like it doesn't happen. It feels like it doesn't happen at all. And then it happens all at once. And, to the outside world, it may look like that, like you became an overnight success, because they weren't there to witness the 10,000 failures, the 10,000 hours of mastery, that went into you creating that transformational moment in your business, like Matt Armstrong did when he built a channel from 0 to 3.5 million followers and changed not only his own financial trajectory, but that of his friends and family, and essentially created generational wealth. You know, he had a steady job. He left that job. He bet on himself. He focused on what was working, and he took risk, took calculated risk, and he took decisive action, and he went all in. And that's why fortune favors the brave. And I just wanted to also pick up tonight, sorry to create the segue, but you know, I missed one of the the questions in last week's call, so I just wanted to circle up and address here. And you know, for those of you that missed it, it's the replay is obviously accessible through the Accelerate with Aziz community, as well as on the YouTube channel at Aziz Gul. But one of the questions that was asked, because we were speaking about team and managing your team effectively, was, you know, is it okay to micromanage your team initially? And it 100% is, because you need to understand that those people have the skills, or that you can transfer the skills to those people, especially on the sales side, in order for them to succeed. And the best analogy I can give for this is, you know, one's from the medical community, which is, you know, see one, do one, teach one. And so it's integral for your success and the success of your team that A, you show them what to do, create clarity of expectation. B, you then let them do it with your supervision. And then only after that point, after you've showed them how to do it, after they've then done it themselves, and after they can then teach it to the next person, can you have the confidence in their ability to deliver the results that you're looking for. And so it's really important that you do that hand-holding early on, because it will seriously have a positive impact and reduce your churn, right? Because you will have more skilled people that are more confident in their abilities, with clarity of the results and the objectives that they need to deliver. And also from a KPI perspective, you are then holding people accountable to a standard which you are confident that they can deliver on, right? And that creates a win-win situation from a team perspective. And so again, even when it comes to team, you have to, again, fortune favors the brave, and sometimes you have to take risks on people. And what I mean by this is that, you know, especially early on in your business, you might not be able to afford the people that you need. And so you need to find the people that you can afford, that are a great culture fit, that represent the values, because skill can be taught, skill can be transferred, right? But those core values, that resonance with the mission, you know, that attraction to your vision, those things you can't buy, even if you have the money. So find the people that are the, maybe not the most qualified, but are the right fit from a culture perspective. And then you have the opportunity to build a team that can deliver great results. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there tonight. I wanted to keep this really short. But the takeaway message here is fortune favors the brave. Be decisive. Be an action taker. Money loves speed. Money loves action. You know, take calculated risks to get the results that you're looking for. Continue to fail forward, because that's how success is created. There is no magic key. And if you want some help figuring all of this out, my recommendation, join the Accelerate with Aziz community and get access to the experience of the support and the mentorship and the community that will get you the results that you're looking for faster. Until next time, I'm Aziz Gul. Bye-bye.